right. What's up, YouTube? Dylan here with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and today we are going to be looking into the Lelit Bianca and also the DF64 for home use. Now, the DF64 and the Lelit Bianca have been in my home for quite some time now, and I can honestly say that I have thoroughly enjoyed using the flow control with the Lelit Bianca and also the DF64, especially with all of its attachments that are out now. So I'm going to give you guys a look into, or a closer look into, both of the DF64 and the Lelit Bianca, give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions after owning these things for several months now, and answer the question at the end of the video: do I believe this machine is worth $3,000 when it's not on sale? And I think right now, if you go, Espresso Outlet has this on sale right now, I believe, for about $2,500. And the DF64 is, I believe, around $450 US. So I do want to start the video off by thanking Joe from Espresso Outlet for sending these units for review. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we are going to be using the St. Anthony's tamping station here with my Pearl to do all the dosing, and we're going to be using some WDT. I'm going to tell you just how I feel about the acidity and the clarity that the DF64 gives you, and also the different options you can do when using the pressure profiling paddle here with the Lelit Bianca. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can put them on the comments section down below. I will be looking at the comment section sporadically through the video, and let's get started. So first we are going to start here. I'm just going to put this tablet over here so I can keep tabs on questions. But today we are going to be using a bean from Good Brothers. If you guys have not tried Good Brothers coffee, you should definitely try it. It is very, very tasty. I am brewing an Ethiopian. It's Ethiopian Gadeb, I believe. It's a natural. It is tasting notes of strawberry, lemon, and floral. Definitely really good. I've been using it with espresso and milk-based beverages, and I can honestly say I have enjoyed using them for both. So I do not have this machine dialed in yet, so we are going to dial in the DF64 with the bean that we are using, and I'm going to do that with you guys on live. I will be using the pressure profiling. Most likely it's going to shoot up to about 9 or 10 bars. That's the hopes. But then we will kind of dial it down as the shot progresses. We're looking to have about 30 seconds here on the shot timer, and I will be dosing it out with my Akaya scale. So I do want to start this video off again with this canister. So if you guys are new, I will drop the link down below, but this coffee canister is pretty pricey, but it is a company called Solhand. I am not sponsored by them. They did send this to review, and I have been thoroughly enjoying this product for several months now. It is the greatest thing that I've ever put in my coffee bar. It tells you how much vacuum it has, and you can obviously double click it to release. It's all touchscreen up here, but it automatically keeps your beans fresh by taking out all the CO2 as the beans progress. So I 100% recommend the Solhand canisters. They are a bit pricey, but worth every penny. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to, since this is a lighter to medium roast, we're going to go ahead and dose out about 19 grams. So we'll get about 19 grams here. Set these beans off to the side. On another note, it's been a long while since I created a video, so pretty excited to do this video for you guys today. I look to do more of these videos more recent. So here is 19 grams. Now I can say that if you have the DF64 or you're looking to purchase the DF64, I do make these lids. If you want to buy them, they're on my Etsy page. I will put that in the link down below. But it's definitely not a must. It comes with a really nice handle. I just like to personalize and have wooden things here. Same with the scale cover and stuff like that. But if you do buy a DF64, definitely buy this as your first go-to. Now they do make collars and stuff like that, but I'm going to be showing you the 3D print here. So the way it works is it slides in, like instead of using these, and it just creates that angle, because otherwise you're going to get coffee spillage everywhere on your counter, and it's really, really frustrating to have to go through every single time. So right now, there's also a dial indicator. This is definitely important as well, because otherwise you're kind of guessing on where everything is lined up. So we are going to be using grind setting number 11 to start, and then we will go finer or coarser depending on how the shot looks. If you have any questions, you guys can go ahead and ask them on the video as I'm going through it. Bought that one from an earlier video. Love the Soul Hand. Yes, the Soul Hand is a lifesaver when it comes to coffee storage. So if you guys care about your coffee, you guys buy a couple bags at a time, even one bag, and it gets a little bit stale before you can finish the bag. These canisters are tremendous. So with this collar, it does maintain the dosing very well. I didn't like this cup at first because I wasn't a big fan of the plasticky feel and being able to see through, but it is kind of nice to be able to see through and actually see your grounds inside of the cup. So I have grown to like that. One thing to expect with the Lelit Bianca, you get all really nice wooden handles and stuff, and with the portafilter, it's extremely nice. The Lelit Bianca also comes with a precision tamping tool at 58.55 millimeters. This thing, if someone's coming in your house, throw this thing, chuck it at them, and it'll definitely knock them out for sure. But that thing is amazing. But we are going to be using the St. Anthony. I'm going to be repping the St. Anthony products today. And here we go. So we got this dosed out. Going to go ahead and do a little bit of WDT. Now this is not necessary. You don't have to use WDT. I just enjoy the process of doing it, so I just go ahead and do it anyways. Kind of give it just a little bit of a tap. Make sure you got that right depth set. So there was really no pressure there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the depth of this tamper. There we go. And then I like to just give it a little bit of a spin. And then you got your nice tamped portafilter basket here. And I will be using the puck screen. Now this doesn't make your shot taste better, but I do think it does help with water dispersion, and it helps keep your shower screen clean, and that's definitely worth it for me in my opinion, because a clean shower screen is always going to make things easier when you do weekly cleaning. So gonna go ahead and set that scale in here, and today we're going to be using the Cruve cups. So I will get you guys in just a little closer. Not going to be perfect to see the shot, but we'll see it from right here, and we're going to see where it goes. So again, we want to try to hit 9 bars of pressure. So let me get you guys closer to this pressure gauge. So you're going to see here, you want to hope that it ramps up a little bit. So it did ramp up to about 8 bars, and you can see it spraying a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and lower that pressure so we're not spraying too much. The grind is definitely too coarse. We're going to go ahead and shut it off there. So when this happens, don't get discouraged. It happens to everybody. I mean, I haven't used this bean in a couple days. So, and this is the first time using it on the DF64. I've dialed it in on the niche, just not this grinder. And every grinder is different. So unfortunately, it's not like a end-all solution to dialing in your coffee. You could dial it in perfect on one grinder, go to the next, and it's going to be totally different. You could have 2 DF64s right next to each other, and you're going to be on a different grind setting most likely. So we will put this off to the side. Actually, we'll try it. Always try your bad shots, because that bad shot might actually taste pretty good, and you never know. I don't know if I'd mimic the spraying, but we'll mimic the taste if it is good. So cheers. It's smooth. Definitely has a lot of acidity, which I want to try to get rid of, and we can by adjusting our grind size. So I'm going to come over here move you guys over just a bit closer. And I am going to change this grind size. So we were on grind size 11, and we saw that it did go pretty quick, and it only got up to about 8 bars to the start, and then it gradually started going down. So we kind of want to go a bit finer. Even though we are on 10 or 11, we're going to go 9, 8, 7. Let's really push it and go to 6. So this might be too much, but that's okay, because then I can show you over extraction, which means that the water is passing through the coffee grinds too slow. And you don't want that, because you're going to get a lot of bitter notes. So that was a bit sour, kind of came out pretty quick, but we're going to dose out again. So always stay consistent. Last time we did 19 grams, so we're going to keep it at 19 grams. If you can change only one variable, that is the best. So what I mean by that is, if you dose 19 grams and you had 11 and it came out too fast, don't add 20 grams and then adjust this too, because now you don't know which one is, I mean, you can figure it out, but it's a lot harder. Just keep the dosing the same and just change the actual dial marker. So we're at 18.8 and we're at 19. So stay at 19. And then as this is grinding, I'm going to go ahead and take my portafilter out and dump that puck. So we'll let that do its job there. Nice and clean. Just check, see all the beans are out. Go ahead and turn it off. I always like to give it a little bit of a shake. Don't ever tap it, because you're going to settle the grinds, and you don't want to do that. So we'll just keep the cup right there. And it is a little bit dirty, but for the most part, it does come out pretty clean. I'm going to move this knockbox over here. So I'm going to be off the camera here for a second, but I'll still talk to you guys. Just going to kind of clean off the portafilter so we have a nice clean start. Take this nice puck. See that nice puck? That's one thing that the shower, or that the puck screen does. It's a really nice clean puck, and it's dry. Definitely worth it. And it keeps your shower screen clean, so it's a win-win situation there. I would recommend cleaning this after everyday use, but if you're going to pull back-to-back shots, you don't have to clean it all the time. Same with your portafilter. All right, so keep everything consistent. Don't change anything. Like I said, try to keep all variables the same, and then go from there. So again, we're going to use WDT because that's what we did last time. Just make sure all WDT is wise distribution technique. And pretty much you're just going to go through it, declump everything so you're not having huge grind. Just give it a nice little tiny tap to where you're setting the grinds, but you're not disrupting the grinds. Because you don't want to crack it. Because the moment you crack it, you're going to get a lot of spraying and channeling. And something that you saw in the last shot that you want to try to avoid. So again, here we go. Like I said, it doesn't really matter if this is a little bit messy. Kind of tap that down, nothing too hard. And then we are going to brew our next shot. So I'm going to put you all right here so you can see the pressure gauge as well for this shot. So we're going to start the paddle. I always like to start, I'll try to bring you out a little bit so you can get the full picture. I always like to start with the paddle down at like 6 o'clock, adjust it when needed. Put that in there. Now this does have a built-in timer over here, so you don't really need a scale for that. I use it just for the dosing amount. So right off the bat, you see that we are going to about 11 bars. So obviously, like I said, it was going to be too much, and I knew that in the beginning, because going that much in grind size difference is going to be bad. But I wanted to do it to show you how we can really dial in the proper espresso. So right now I'm at about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. and we're at about 9 bars of pressure. So one thing I'm going to do is definitely go like 1 or 2 clicks coarser. But since we did 19, I'm going to try getting about 38 out. All right, so that 38 seconds was 55 seconds long for that shot. So obviously now we are well over extracted. But like I said, you want to taste all of your bad shots. Unfortunately, you get some spraying here every once in a while. Just make sure to clean your machine every day. I do. It's definitely worth it. All right, so just give it a nice little tap, give it a little swirl, and cheers. Okay, that shot actually is pretty good. I am happy with this shot. It was obviously well over extracted. However, I can drink that. That's extremely smooth, very low in acidity. It really highlights the lemony and the strawberry tasting notes. You get a little bit of floral finish, but like I said, you do want to stay around 9 bars, and when we started it hit it right up to 11. So you do want to, that's the beauty of the Lelit Bianca, is you can correct a shot that is too fast or too slow that a normal on-off machine can't do. So we're going to go ahead and do one more shot here. And we're just going to fix the grind size. So we started at 11, and that was too fast. We went from 11, and we obviously went down way too much on purpose, but we went down to 7. So right in the middle, you want to kind of have that happy place. So I'm thinking about 9, I would say, is probably pretty good. So we're going to come to 9. And I always recommend, if you do change the grind size, that you change it and you let it run. So that way it's not changing the grind size as it's grinding your beans in that current situation. So here we go, last shot here. Like I said, went too fine on purpose so that way you can see how to properly dial in your espresso. And you get a better look at the Lelit Bianca and the ability of the DF64. So like I said, you want to stay consistent at 19 grams. If you don't have to change many variables at one time, I would recommend not. And here we go. Gonna dump it in like before. Close your lid. Some people like to turn the machine on and dump it in at the same time, which make sure you have your cup. I've done that multiple times. It's not fun. And in the meantime, I will clean my portafilter here. Now, in terms of quickness and speed with the DF64, it's not slow. It's not fast by any means, but it's definitely not slow. So I would say it's for home use, it is perfect. You're not going to be disappointed in the speed of the grinder itself. So I'm just going to get this puck screen off. I will brush it off just a little bit because I don't want a lot of the grinds still on the puck screen. So I'll make it fairly clean. Like I said, you don't have to clean it after every single use, but I would get in the habit of cleaning that throughout the week, at least every night after you get done brewing your espresso shots. You don't have to. So like I will get rid of this part right here. So I'll run that underwater. Run the machine here just for a second. Just because you don't want it to interfere with your tasting of your espresso at the end. Hope all are well today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'm periodically looking over at them. All right, so again, we're going to keep everything the same here, like before. Get a little bit of WDT. Distribution. And tamp. Got your nice and even tamp there. Put your puck screen in. Lock that portafilter in. And here we go. Here is the third shot. And we're going to see what kind of shot we get. We should be looking and sitting pretty good with this shot because we obviously should have it pretty dialed in now. So like I said, started about 7 o'clock. And you want to see that rise to about 9 bars of pressure to start. So there we go, at about 9-10 bars of pressure. Shot's looking really good. As you can see, we properly dialed that in. We're looking for about 38 grams in about 30 seconds. So we're about 32 seconds. So about 35 seconds long, 34 seconds long. So I would say if you're going to go one more, because you want the absolute perfect shot on paper, and when I say perfect shot on paper, that doesn't mean, when I say that, it means like a 1-to-2 ratio is pretty much what espresso is supposed to be, but it's really all depending on taste. You could have one of the worst looking shots, but it tastes the absolute best. So in my opinion, the best tasting espresso is the one that, the best shot of espresso is obviously the one that tastes the best to you. So, all right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a couple taps on the counter, release those air pockets, give it a little swirl, and cheers. Go ahead and turn this a bit. So, if I'm gonna be honest, I actually liked the longer shot better. I think it had less acidity. It really brought out those floral finishing notes with that nice starting flavor and hitting the palate with lemon and a little bit of strawberry. Not a big burst of strawberry. And when I say tasting notes of strawberry, I'm not like, it's not like you're eating the fruit, but it's more of so like the acidity of the strawberry and just nice smooth finish. But both shots are really good. This one technically on paper is a better shot than the previous one. But like I said, any shot to you that's good doesn't necessarily have to be good on paper, but it just has to be good with your palate. So getting into, is the Lelit Bianca and the DF64 perfect for home use? In my opinion, the DF64 and the Lelit Bianca are the best machines for home use for the money. Now with the DF64, they've had different prices throughout launch or throughout the launching phases, but it's pretty settled in at $450 around. And the Lelit Bianca right now is actually on sale at Espresso Outlet. Make sure to go check it out if you're interested in the machine. It is going right now, I believe, for about $2,500, and non-sale price, full retail, is about $3,000. So definitely, if you're interested in getting the Lelit Bianca, I would not hesitate to go and purchase it now. I do believe you get the best bang for your buck getting all IMS baskets, wooden accents, a profiling gauge here. You also get the flow profiling lever and all of the wooden accents, like I said. And it's nice because you get a precision tamper. I have a Pullman precision tamper that I use pretty often, and that ran me about $185 through Clive. So the fact that Lelit Bianca included a tamper to this caliper and obviously the precision in that matter is absolutely amazing, and I definitely would recommend the Lelit Bianca for any home use. It's definitely able to be customized. When I say that, with the water tank, you can keep it on the back, you can keep it on the sides, and here on my setup it fits best on the side because I can't have the water tank on the back because it wouldn't fit on my counter. So it is very versatile when it comes to the placement on your home setup. Also, the DF64, when it first came out, it was a bit rough because it was brand new. It might not have been completely thought of during production. However, because of all the 3D prints, the shot collars, the metal collars that come with the machine to keep all of the grinds inside of the cup. The DF64 easily is my best recommendation for an at-home coffee grinder that will be probably best suitable for taste buds, especially being a flat burr. It does it has less heating of the coffee grinds when grinding the coffee, and it really allows you to get those nutty, chocolatey, and kind of like honey notes when grinding the beans, as opposed to a conical where you're going to get more of that body and acidity. Here you're going to get more clarity, and it's going to be, in my opinion, better for medium to lighter roasted coffees. So like I said, it's all based on the palate and based on personal preference. However, for the price, if you get this on sale right now with this grinder, you're looking at about $3,000 to $3,100 USD. And in my opinion, you can't beat it. You're going to get great coffee from home. You're going to get a cafe quality setup right in your house. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out Solhan to get your coffee canisters. I will put the link down below. I do make a small commission on every canister sold if you use the link. You don't have to, but I would greatly appreciate it. And it's honestly one of the best, it is the best coffee canister on the market, in my opinion, even more so than the Fellow Atmos and the Airscape. I do have a video, so make sure to go check that out. Also, a big shout out again to Joe from Espresso Outlet for sending me these units to review. I will be posting the link to, or I think I already have the link on the description below. So when the video is done, go make sure and check out and tell Joe thank you for letting Dylan's Home Espresso Bar review these units. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, stay caffeinated. Peace.